Hey guys, Sean Mata here from Daly Black, Director of External Communications here at the Commercial Roofing Academy in Scottsdale, Arizona. Excited for this 3-day event. Can't wait to see what the CRA has to bring to the table.
Everywhere that I go, everybody wants to know if I can't forget the girl. She's always on my mind. It's gonna take some time before I come to terms. See a picture on the wall, and more than the wall brings back memories. Baby, I wanna play host to her, go stop and to set my mind.
Hi, my name is Nathan Thibodeau and I am with Contractor Coach Pro, and I have the distinct pleasure of being one of the speakers and one of the educators at the Commercial Roof Academy. I have to tell you that the Commercial Roof Academy is a fantastic place to go if you are looking at getting into commercial, wanting to expand your commercial, or looking to go to the next level. No matter what place your business is at on the commercial side of things, you're going to pick up some great gems here from a lot of different teachers giving you a lot of different information on a lot of different areas. I happen to talk about the leadership portion of what you do inside your business. Key takeaways that I'm trying to convey to the people who are here are strategically thinking about what you're doing with your business, if it's the right decision, and how to know that. Also, how to expand your leadership, so whether it is you're building your commercial side of things or whether you're working on getting your business to the point that you can get to commercial, you know and have the tools to develop your leadership to bring the people up around you in order to accomplish your goals and the things you're after. So, if you're looking for a good place to crack into commercial, dust off your skills and learn something new, Commercial Roofing Academy is the place to be.
Everywhere that I go.
If I can make it, you can make it, anyone can. You can do anything in this world that anyone else has ever done. I am walking, talking proof of it. If I can make it, you can make it, anyone can. He's dead. Let's try to save the kids. Here I am. If I can make it, you can make it, anyone can. March 2nd, 1997, 5:33 p.m. rollover car accident on the interstate. I was thrown out. First EMT on the site didn't note a pulse or respiration. When the others got there, he's the one that said, "He's dead, leave him, let's try to save the kids." One of the EMT said, "I'm gonna work on him, y'all go save the kid." Here I am. If I can make it, you can make it, anyone can. They weren't able to save my son, my then 6-year-old son. His head injuries were too severe. My daughter, on the other hand, survived and is now a professional dancer and pastor. That was her a couple of weeks ago. When the EMT worked on me on the side of the road for an hour while the helicopter got there, he never stopped on the CPR. Hendricks Hospital, Abilene, Texas. Patient expired. I was flatlined 16 minutes. The EMT that had worked on me, thankfully was still at the hospital, came to check on me before he went out on another call, saw that they had quit working on me. Daryl Fox, I still send him Christmas cards. Daryl opens the paddles wide open, puts them on my chest. The beep beep started again. Here I am. If I can make it, you can make it, anyone can.
Sean Mata here from Daly Black at ProTech with Aaron. Aaron, go ahead and introduce yourself.
So I'm Aaron Winter with ProTech Products. We're a manufacturer of spray foam and acrylic coatings.
Okay, out here in Scottsdale.
Yep, we're based out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay. Do you have multiple locations or is it just here?
Nope, we've got multiple locations as well as public warehouses throughout all 50 states.
Okay, very nice. So tell me a little bit about what ProTech does and who you serve.
Yeah, so we are direct to contractors, so we actually manufacture spray foam, acrylic, and silicone. We write specifications for our contractors, we sell directly to the contractors, and we service those accounts directly.
Very nice. So you are obviously hosting Commercial Roofing Academy. Is this the first time you've done that?
No, so I started talking at the CRA about a year ago, a little over a year.
Very nice. So you talk, you host, you kind of do it all. Tell me a little bit about what you're actually speaking on at Commercial Roofing Academy.
Yeah, so I teach a short course specifically on coated spray foam systems, and then acrylic and silicone restoration systems. So we go through some technical data, show them what a spec looks like, tell them what to expect when dealing with architects or some of the larger property management companies, and just kind of get them familiar with some of the terms.
Very nice. So we're on day 2, right? Tomorrow we're doing some hands-on training. That's obviously here as well.
Yep, correct. We'll do that out back.
Tell me kind of what that entails and what you guys are actually going to be doing.
Yeah, so we'll run through some coating restoration stuff. We'll use butter grade, some roof putties, teach the guys how to 3-course, and then we'll work with silicones. And then Paul does a lesson on TPO, shows the guys how to weld, how to screw down ISO board, and all that fun stuff.
Very nice. So is that all day tomorrow? How long does that actually last, the hands-on stuff?
So the hands-on stuff is about a half day. I think we run from 8 to 12.
Very nice, very nice. So again, going back, you are a teacher. Do you travel with them to the Denver locations and all that? Or is it just Scottsdale?
No, so this is the first one that we've actually done in Scottsdale, and I have been traveling to the one in Denver, correct.
Okay.
And then as far as training for contractors, I travel, help with hands-on training, and then I've got a full sales team that obviously does that.
Very nice. So if a residential mindset or somebody in that kind of area of roofing wanted to actually have you come out to their shop alone, do you provide that as well?
Yeah, we absolutely do. We do equipment training and product training.
Very nice. So last question, if they actually wanted to take advantage of that, how do they get in contact with you and how do they set that up?
So you can go on our website and we've got an info@ email, or you can call in directly. We'll send a sales guy out with a couple members of our technical team, and they'll run through equipment training and installation training.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Aaron.
Thank you guys.
Tell me who you are, where you're from, and who you're with.
Scott Greer from Redmond, Washington, but live out in Boise, Idaho now.
Cool. Scott?
Yeah, I'm Grayson Colton. I live in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we're with Bartlett Homes and Roofing as well.
Nice.
Mikkel Zitting. I also live in Salt Lake City, Utah, Bartlett Homes and Roofing.
Okay. Cool. So you guys are all over, obviously, Boise, Salt Lake City. Do you guys have multiple offices, or how does that work?
Yep, so we also function up in Spokane, and then we're in eastern Idaho. We function in Montana as well, hoping to step into Georgia and Nevada as well.
Cool. Are you guys mostly residential? Is it commercial? Where are we at?
Probably, what, 90% residential?
Yeah, we're probably 95% residential insurance roofing right now, and then we're trying to step into retail roofing and then also commercial roofing as well, and that's the main point as to why we're here. Right?
That's obviously why you're here at CRA. Cool. So it's day 2 now. Obviously, we still have another half day, and then tomorrow you guys are going to do some hands-on training. Is there anything that you are looking forward to that you've already gotten out of CRA, value, things like that?
It's been, for me, incredibly beneficial. I've had 6 years of experience residentially, so this whole new commercial aspect is new to me, but all the guest speakers, Paul, everybody has just been amazing. Lots of note-taking.
Great. How about you?
And then I think on my end of things, like, super impressed, honestly. The way it was kind of split up was day 1 was definitely more on the operation side and the business side. And so as I was going through day 1, I was texting the owner of the company, like, we got to get our production guys out here. We got to get our accounting guys out here. We got to get everybody out here. If we're going to be stepping into commercial, we need to be way more prepared than where we're at right now, right? And then today is more on like the sales end of things and how we're going to acquire customers and how we're going to go about doing business and how we're going to find these deals. And so I like that it was split up into the 2 days, because on day 1 it's probably more Mikkel's side of things, and then day 2 is probably Scott's side of things, right? But I think there's tons of value to be gotten out of this, and I definitely think the biggest thing that I've gotten out of it too is that, like, it's going to be relationship building and prep work. You got to be prepared to be stepping into this space. You can't be like shooting from the hip stepping into this space.
Right.
Yeah, so it's cool.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with what they both said. I think day one really was more admin focused, and that's kind of where our differences lie, is they're both sales guys, and I've spent the last 5 years estimating. And I've done a lot of large loss estimating, full replacement, but I don't have a ton of experience in like the repair side of things. So today was really enlightening with that, on just the difference of it's not always going to be a $1 million job. And to take those small jobs and lead you to a $1 million job is a huge benefit for our company, I think.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is this isn't just because a lot of these programs are, you go for a weekend and then that's it. This is a year-long program. So the investment of it is, I'm really excited about being able to tap into, the network of coaches and the programs that they're going to be doing every month and every quarter.
Nice. So my understanding is we do the in-person every other month, and then we do a Zoom every other month. So each month you have accessibility to take away more and implement more. Is that you guys' understanding?
Yeah, for me, you can come here and get all very excited, but to be able to have that support month after month after month, just to kind of keep you going, I'm really looking forward to it.
Nice.
And the networking we've already established, the short time we've been here, has been phenomenal.
Yeah. Sweet. All right, thanks guys. Appreciate your time.
My name is Alan Salazar. I'm from Springfield, Missouri. Our company is Teague Roofing Plus.
Cool. So how long have you been doing roofing?
About 5 years.
Nice. And what is your main role at Teague?
Let's see. How do I count the ways? Everything.
You're the jack of all trades.
I learn everything. I grow with everything. I consume large amounts of knowledge, and then I force feed it him when he doesn't want to listen to me.
Nice. So we're at day and a half at Commercial Roofing Academy. Tell me your experience so far and what the biggest value that you've gotten so far.
Really, it's hard to say one thing that I've learned, because there's so much information, so much knowledge that they're just shoving down your throat. You're like, okay. So I take pictures and we go home after we're done and we start going through these things. I like a lot of the different sales techniques that they're going through and saying, hey, do this. But for the most learning part is probably some of the legal things that I didn't know, some of the paperwork that, I come from a area where, handshake used to be good enough, and now you're like, oh, you can't do a handshake, and now I'm learning like, oh, if I don't watch out, I can really get in trouble because I don't have this little piece of paper that says it this way. So I like learning about the things that I don't know, that I don't have any idea about. Sales, I can sell to anybody, I can talk to anybody,
right?
Because I like people.
Sure.
But when it comes to some of the technical, legal stuff that I think is ridiculous, I like learning about that.
Right. So as you've said, the industry is obviously changing. It's no longer a handshake deal anymore. What things are you mostly trying to implement other than contracts that you've learned from CRA moving forward as you see the industry change?
Other than contracts, well, contracts was my biggest thing that I'm going to implement. I guess I really enjoyed the training on repairs, not so much that we need to do them and to use them as a sales, but how they're estimating and how they have a system set in place. Each line item has a line item, and I like that. I'm like, okay, well, that would help me out a lot with my salesman, because I can walk up and say, okay, yeah, it's going to take me X amount of this, X amount of this, X amount of time. Here's the cost. I can do that in my head, but to delegate that, I'm trying to figure out a system, and they're like, hey, we got a system to teach you that and to do it just like that. And I'm like, ooh, that's pretty exciting to me.
Right. So last question, obviously you've got a wealth of knowledge so far here at CRA. Is there anything that you're missing or that you wish to gain in the next day and a half with the hands-on experience or anything like that?
Well, one of the things I'm really interested in learning is the coatings. I want to know the hands-on application of it. You can read books, you can listen to podcasts, listen to this person, that person, but when you actually put boots on the ground and you know how to do something, then you can better understand. I feel like that, and that's one of the things I'm excited about learning tomorrow. I'm really enjoying the networking that I'm learning as I hear other people talk about their experiences and what they're doing in the different parts of the country.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for your time, brother.
Thank you.
My name's Chad Fiedler with Cardinal Contractors out of St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay, cool. St. Louis, little distance from here. How'd you hear about CRA?
Well, the owners came down for, I think, the first one back in January sometime, and they're like, Chad, you need to come down here. There's some really good information, really good networking, a lot of stuff that we can utilize to expand our commercial division.
Nice. So you're actually a return from the owner saying, hey, this is where we need to be. There's valuable information here. Let's get everybody else involved.
Correct. So I'm the director of commercial division there, and I do the senior estimating portion. So as we expand, as we grow, we want to make sure that we tap into this network, because what I can say here is that we've met some amazing companies, found out about some amazing procedures, stuff that we just didn't know about, that I think is very crucial for anybody that's is trying to expand their commercial division. So
sweet. So at Cardinal, what is your percentage of residential versus commercial?
At the present moment, we're probably about 80-20, and we're going to keep on shifting either 5 to 10% every year to where we're about 50-50. We would like to be all commercial, but we have a lot of residential clients, like over 7,000 roofs installed in St. Louis, so we're always going to get those phone calls back.
Nice. So again, 80% being the residential, 20% currently, but the goal is about 5-10% every single year to grow to about 50-50?
Or more if we can, if it's scalable in that direction, right? We want to make sure that we don't slip and slide through it. We want to make sure that everything we do is strategic, so we thought CRA would be a good stepping stone to learn some of the stuff that we may not be privy to off social media boards or contractor talking boards and stuff like that. We wanted to hear it from people that are actually succeeding doing it.
Right. So we're about halfway through, right? You've got some hands-on stuff that you're doing tomorrow. We still got half the day today. So far, what is the most valuable piece of information that you've got here?
So I would have to say about probably going after HOAs and commercial, developments and stuff like that on the proper procedures, because a lot of times you think you just go knock the door or go try and talk to the person at the front door, and people slip and stumble and fall, and you never really get into it, the person that you need to talk to. So I think bringing in, the property managers and them, sitting down and discussing with us, like, what she likes, a proper procedure to get to her, that helps out a lot, right? Sure. Because instead of us guessing and saying, hey, we're just going to send donuts, well, they're sick of donuts. Right. You know what I mean? So find something, be different, and they give us a lot of different ideas on that, and I think that's going to be very valuable to our approach in those situations.
Nice. So again, not quite done, but you've got the valuable information. Is there anything that you're looking forward to that you're missing? Any constructive criticism you would give to CRA?
Constructive criticism, not at the present moment. I mean, more time, maybe, but we're all on a limited amount of time. I'm super stoked to learn more about the SPF and the coatings, because that's something in Missouri that we're having a lot of difficulties with, and knowing how to properly, proceed forward with identifying issues with them, required maintenance for them, application processes, permeability, all that type of stuff is very, very helpful for us in this situation. So I'm looking forward to the actual, hands-on portion tomorrow.
Sure. So obviously the beauty, right? Your answer is more time. We need more time. I think the beauty of CRA is once you sign up, you have a full year that you can every other month come back to an in-person, or every other month go to a Zoom. Some more educational pieces that you're understanding?
Yes, correct. So I'm going to take full advantage of those online meetings that they have, but we plan on being back as much as we possibly can. So they're picking, my owners are picking up information that they didn't get from the last one. So that that basically gives us the understanding that the continuing education, you're not going to be getting the same repeat information. You're going to be putting links to your armor every single time that you come back. So we look forward to that.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, checking in, CRA, Commercial Roofing Academy, here with Ruth. Ruth, go ahead and tell me what your role is here and what you're doing.
Yeah, so I am a coach here at the CRA. I tell everybody about how to build relationships with property owners, property managers, and essentially how to get to the check writers.
Nice. So you said you've been here is this your first time speaking?
No, but I've been here for, I think this is my 5th session now, and hope to, of course, continue in the future. But yeah, I've been coaching here for quite some time, so.
Nice. Tell me a little bit about the background of CRA and kind of what the mission is.
Yeah, so one thing I really enjoy about CRA is the intimate class structure. You get to speak with a lot of people who have been in this industry from different angles, right? Who have a lot of experience. And I've been to many classes, I've taught at many classes, and the thing I really like about CRA is everybody's intent is positive here, and it's truly to teach you. It's to teach everybody, you know, how do I build my business? How do I grow my business? And then how do I build relationships with my customers, right? I think a lot of classes we go to, it's about how do you make more money, which we're all, you know, we all operate businesses. That's what it's about at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So, but I think it's that relationship building with your customers that this class really supports, that I've seen that differs from other classes.
Right. So networking the community is probably, is it safe to say that's your favorite part of CRA?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There are so many students from, you know, previous classes that I have actually met with when I'm traveling. We'll go grab dinner and we'll talk more about what I speak about here. So I built a lot of great relationships here.
Nice. So shifting gears a little bit, tell me what it is exactly you do outside of CRA.
Yeah, so outside of CRA, I'm the operations director for Leavenwealth. We are a real estate investment firm based in Omaha, Nebraska, but we have properties around the United States. So oversee operations, essentially make sure that all the properties are, one, profitable, and two, running well.
So being that you are managing and taking over these properties, do you typically utilize some of these guys to take care of the roofs?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was talking about this in the course. One of the biggest areas where a roofer can step in is that due diligence process, right? Before I even buy a property, I need to see what large expenses am I going to have before we even close on the property. The roof is typically the most expensive cost, right? So that's where roofers can come in, help me with that due diligence, give me some advice and some numbers as to how much money I'm going to need to spend when I purchase property.
Nice. So really a great networking opportunity for both sides, including yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a perfect match, honestly.
Nice. Well, thank you, Ruth, for your time. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks.
My name's Will. I'm from Cella Roofing out of Texarkana, Texas.
My name's Wayne. I'm with Cella Roofing out of Texarkana, Texas.
Cool. So is this you guys' first time at the in-person CRA? Have you done the Zoom? Tell me about your experience so far with CRA.
Definitely the first time with anything to do with CRA. Was recommended by our boss, Gary Surprise. We're just starting in the commercial business. Figured this would be a good jump in to open avenues for different sources of revenue.
Cool.
Yeah, this is definitely my first time here. I'm pretty new to the whole roofing industry, so they wanted to bring me here because I have some commercial connections in the multifamily industry. So they brought me here because I'm going to be one of the guys out dealing with the multifamily, so they wanted me here to learn as much as I can.
Nice. So you guys are out in Texarkana. Are you guys predominantly focused, most of your business, is it focused on residential, going into commercial? Are you doing a little bit of commercial? Where are you at there?
We are getting into a little bit of commercial now, and we definitely want to broaden that spectrum. Mainly have focused on residential up to this point.
Cool. So far, again, it's day 2. We're only halfway through day 2, and we've got another day and a half. How you guys feeling so far about CRA? You getting the value that you want? Tell me what you think.
Absolutely. There is a lot of information, and will I absorb all of it? No, but I feel like this program is putting us with the right people to pursue any more questions. As far as anything we're interested in, we can go and make the contacts to pursue that further, whatever questions we have ongoing.
Right. So I think, and my understanding of CRA is once you pay, you have a year-long membership where you can come back and you can attend an in-person or even a Zoom meeting or education seminar. Do you guys intend on doing that?
Yeah, and I was actually talking with my business manager. She wasn't able to attend, but like day one, I was like, man, this would be perfect for her to get to develop more of the business relationship side that we're not able to be in hands-on. So definitely see a lot of potential in different avenues of our business. So
cool. So if you do come back, are you guys thinking about potentially bringing other people from your shop, or what are you thinking there?
Most definitely. I would bring anybody interested in roofing, because this has been like a wealth of information that you're not going to get just out. Nobody's going to tell you this out in the field. You're going to have to come to a place where you got experts that can teach you what you need to do, and most importantly, what not to do when you're doing this. So yeah, I definitely recommend this, or bring anybody, hopefully next year.
Yeah, and I'd like to add to that. It's when you take your car to a mechanic shop, I can fix almost anything, YouTube University, but you take your car to a mechanic shop, they're in that industry. They already know the tips and tricks to get that job done.
Right.
And I feel like that's what this is doing for us, is getting us up to speed a lot quicker than just going out there and trial and error everything until we just learn it the hard way. So giving us a jump start to really jump into this market.
Right. So last question, guys. What, again, only a day and a half in, what is the most valuable piece of information you guys have got thus far?
Take it to him and I'll come back to me.
The most important so far is how to connect to the people, the decision makers, and get to the people that you need to get to, and stop wasting your time on the desk sitters that really can't help you and buying them bagels or whatever. Like that's a big deal, because in Texarkana, I don't know about everywhere else, it's kind of, they keep them hidden. It's not easy. So this gave us an avenue and an understanding of how to get to the decision makers, which is huge.
Nice.
And I would say it's changed, it's just shifted my perspective on things I thought were like a dead end before, like the repair side of it. We had kind of thought that was a dead end avenue,
right.
And we're learning today that just is a jumping off point to lead into re-roofing that you wouldn't think was an avenue before, but just shifts your perspective just a little bit and gives you a different avenue to pursue.
Nice. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. We wish you the best of luck with your business. Thanks for your time. All right, guys. So the man, the myth, the legend, Steve Patrick from Level the Playing Field. How you doing, sir?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing well. So tell me, we're here at CRA. We're at day 2. Tell me your role and how long you've been at CRA.
So I was one of the founding members. Paul and I come up with the idea for the company like 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And so I'm one of the instructors here.
Cool. So tell me, since you're a founding partner, tell me what CRA actually does and how you're helping individuals.
So the Commercial Roofing Academy was originally designed for residential contractors who wanted to get into the commercial roofing space and wanted to learn how to do it without making all the mistakes, trial and error, and making the mistakes with the zeros. The big money mistakes. And but what we found is probably half of our students are people that are already running commercial roofing companies. We didn't anticipate this actually, but they come to the school because they're learning their business trial and error as a commercial roofing company, and they come to the school to learn from experts. We bring lots of different experts from all across the U.S. to come and teach at our school, and they're learning at the feet of giants.
Nice. So there's obviously been a ton of people in and out speaking throughout these last couple days. How often do these occur?
So it's a 12-month school. It's primarily online. And every other month, every 2 months, we do a quick start school. And we go back and forth between Phoenix and Denver. So this 2 months, the one right now is in Phoenix, and in 2 months we're going to be doing one in Denver, and then 2 months back and forth to Phoenix. And the students can come back to these quick start schools during their 12-month course as often as they'd like.
Okay, so they pay one initial fee, and then they can come back to the in-person anytime they want.
Correct.
And is there something that goes on in between the 2 month period that they have as far as like educational that they can take on?
Yeah, the online university they have access to, plus there's a workbook that teaches our students every single commercial roofing component and system that exists. And we call it the Commercial Roofer's Bible. And then once you've learned all the commercial roofing systems from the book, then you can use it as a presentation book when you're talking with the decision maker on these commercial projects.
Nice. Last question, Steve. Tell me your favorite part about, again, you've been here forever. You're one of the founding members. What is your favorite part about this weekend?
Really getting to know the students and meeting them and getting to find out what their goals and dreams and aspirations are.
Nice. Thank you, sir.
You bet.